Boxing fans pleaded with Derek Chisora to retire after last win, but he has defied claims he could get hurt to return in final London bout. Boxing fans wanted Derek Chisora to retire after he beat Gerald Washington last year. The British boxing legend fought Washington on the undercard of Anthony Joshua's KO win over Robert Helenius. The fight started at a furious pace, with both men landing bombs from the opening bell, and Chisora found himself on the canvas just before the end of round 2, but it wasn't ruled a knockdown by the referee. By the start of the 4th round, blood was pouring from the right eye of Chisora, and the fight was stopped so the doctor could take a look, but he was allowed to continue. As the fight wore on, Chisora desperately tried to make something happen, but his age began to show, as he looked slow and labored. But Del Boy could not be accused of a lack of effort, as he broke through with a few heavy shots in the later rounds and went on to win by unanimous decision. As normal in the contest, Chisora had been the aggressor and pushed the pace, with his output still consistent despite coming to the twilight years of his career. It was a heroic win from the British veteran who has been a true fan favorite and a servant to the heavyweight division. With that being said, despite the victory, boxing fans took to Twitter to call on Chisora to retire from the sport. Chisora quickly hit out at claims he could call it a day, and suggested he would return in the coming months afterwards. He said, "It's not retirement yet. I'm not stopping off. Not yet. Not yet. It's not time yet. I've got 3 more fights, then I'm out. I want to get to 50 fights. I do what the F I want, because I'm War." War has since defied the odds and has announced he will return in his 48th professional fight against fellow British heavyweight Joe Joyce. Chisora has reiterated his plans to reach 50 fights, but he is now 40 years old. He has 13 defeats on his record and has been in some brutal wars which have led to the justifiable health concerns. Joyce is currently the favorite to win the fight, and is also notorious for his all-action grueling style. It is considered a crossroads showdown, with simply nowhere left to go for the loser of the encounter. The underdog will take encouragement from his previous experiences at London's O2 Arena, the venue for the clash, but he has suggested he could finally listen to the boxing world's advice and call it a day following his clash with Joyce. "Yeah, it is very emotional, man," he said. "It is a good fight, and it is a big fight. It is very emotional, because I started my career with Frank Warren. It is all very emotional because it is so hard to leave this game. But one day, you have to leave it. This is the last fight at the O2 Arena, so it is quite sad."